I'm on God time, what you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? What you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? What you want, huh? I'm on God time, what you want, huh? God time, we don't never waste.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rock Top Sports Talk. This is your boy Coach Rice. Got a fire episode for y'all tonight. Got Joey on here. Tom's unfortunately he got wrapped up at work, but he's gonna try to get on when he can. But if not, he'll be in the chat with us. Guys, that game did not go how we wanted. Point blank was, we were 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, 2 steps forward, 8 steps back, and then just couldn't get out of our own way. Kept shooting ourselves in the foot, and just not a good game from the coaching staff perspective, from player perspective. There's several plays on the after the rewatch that effort was is questioned. And it's just not what you want to see as a Tennessee Volunteer fan, especially with a team with so much high expectations. And and I'm looking forward to the film breakdown because we're going to do that later on this week and publish that one day this week. Still trying to figure out scheduling where that goes. And then the preview show, the way it looks right now, may be it may be still Thursday night, but it also may be Saturday morning or Friday night, depending on how scheduling goes. It's just a lot still up in the air. But no matter what, we will have a preview show. We'll have a film breakdown. Just got to get all 3 of us lined up, or just one of us or 2 of us, depending on what we can do and figure out. So, but we got a lot to talk about this Alabama game. A lot of negative, not very many positives from very many standpoints. Just very frustrating as a Tennessee fan because it's a trend that's not changing. Like it's something that we expect year after year, week after week. Anytime we're on the road, to have bad issues, whether it be undisciplined penalties, coaching decisions, time management, whatever. It's just a lot needs to be addressed. And Coach Heupel, um, he's running out of excuses. And I'm a massive Coach Heupel fan. I love Coach Heupel. He's done wonders for this program. So we're going to discuss that as we get throughout the show. Let me bring my boy Joey Blankenship on, and let's get the show on the road. What's up, boss?
What's going on, Coach?
Oh, not much. Just still, I'm finally got to the point where I can talk about it now and not punch
Want to throw something? Yeah,
not punch the 5th hole in my wall after lack of tackling on Saturday night. So that everybody that knows me knows how passionate I am, knows how passionate all 3 of us are. But my deep family, they've checked on me several times after the bad performance tackling and effort, and just the way that game went down. They know I was very, very, very frustrated. It'd be one thing if it was a 49-42 game and Alabama was just playing great offense. I mean, we can't do nothing about it. Or it's a 24-21 game and both defenses are playing really well. And it's just one of those games where both teams just played really, really well and the better team won. Well, I'm going to be the first one to tell you the better team did not win that game.
they sure didn't.
I'll be the first one to tell you we're more talented than Alabama. We play after play after play shot ourselves in the foot and could not get out of our own way. And yet, hey, Sam, I'm right there with you. I'm surprised I didn't get there too. I mean, I wanted to go off on a couple of my kids today. First thing they said when they came in, roll tide. Like, if you don't get that out of my face, I don't feel like hearing that first thing in the Monday morning. Let me at least get my coffee. I mean, I don't feel like hearing that the whole day, but tell me their quarterback, and then we'll have a discussion. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Joey, man, what's your thoughts, bro? What's your thoughts, man?
I was pretty heated, to say the least, Saturday during the game. Not that Alabama was kicking our butt. Like, I'm so sick of hearing that narrative. Where did they kick our butt? Look at the stats. Please tell me.
You can't.
Other than they had 4 sacks and we had 0. That was most of our keys. I'm looking back at my paper. The trenches, and that we lost the trenches.
Yeah.
Our defensive line did not perform well in the pass rush. Now I know Alabama put some stuff on them that helped there, but my goodness, I
Yeah.
don't know. It was a tough night to watch that talented group not have any success whatsoever. And then, like you said, the missed tackles, unbelievable. But it's crazy to me that people don't want to realize that we had 3 drives that we didn't score that we should have scored.
Yeah.
Two drives that ended inside the 5-yard line. One resulted in a pick six we all know about right before the half.
Yeah.
So you take 6 away and give us, or take 7 away from them and give us 7. So you go in a half, it's 16-14.
Yeah.
Come on, folks. Like, please pay attention. I don't know what Aguilar was doing. The interception, whatever, but the dang safety.
Yeah.
He had a running back and a tight end wide open. Just toss it. I don't know if his bell was still rung or if it had been rung. I don't remember. But anyway, and then we didn't score.
His first game.
Yeah, and then we didn't do like the 2 fourth quarter drives that we should have scored on that we didn't.
Yeah.
Like we didn't get the first down. Then we hold them on 3 plays and we get the ball back. Like, you score right there. Come on, man. People like I think ex Alabama quarterback that was calling the game, which was ridiculous in my honest opinion. Greg McElroy said that, you can't really count these yards because they're on our, they're just in the game yard. Man, get out of here. If that's the case, then look at Tennessee's schedule and why their numbers are so bad is because it's at the end of the game where it don't matter.
Yeah. There's a lot of issues. And I mean, you get to the offense. The offense's inability to, and Coach Heupel kind of brushed it aside today in his press conference, but the offense's inability so far this year to execute and come out after a turnover and go make a play and go take advantage of that turnover, take advantage of that extra possession the defense just gave you. And we've been sitting here dogging the defense all year. Well, the offense's inability to go out, take advantage of opportunities that the defense lays in front of them.
Absolutely.
That's pathetic in itself.
Yes, sir.
And then where's the offense that we saw to start the year?
Yep.
Like, just don't even get me going on that where it's tempo, and we're going fast. I get it on the road. You have to check, and part of that is Sam Pendleton's fault because he don't know how to freaking hear a clap and has a false start or snap infraction every time you turn around.
Yeah.
And it's just to the point where Coach Heupel and this coaching staff better start putting some freaking accountability on his players and holding his team accountable, because it's getting to the point where these penalties and these inexcusable mistakes by some of these guys that we're in 7th game of the year or 6th game of the year, I'm sick of it. As a Tennessee fan, Coach Heupel, you better start looking yourself in the freaking mirror and hold your team accountable, because I'm personally sick of it. I know people in the chat or whatever or watch it later on are going to be like, oh, well, you go sign up. Well, trust me, I'd be the first one to hammer my team and get after it. I'm not saying they may not. Well, our team, they need to evaluate their players to be able to take coaching criticism and go get freaking better and quit doing the stupid penalties over and over and over again. Penalties and turnovers are inexcusable. And the winning elite teams do not do it. They do not.
That's right.
Ohio State does not turn the ball over. Ohio State does not have penalties. Georgia, look at their national championship years. They do not turn the ball over. They do not kill themselves with penalties. You got to stop doing this if you want to be an elite team. And I'm sick and tired of Coach Heupel and this coaching staff brush it off to the side like, well, it's something we got to get better at. Like, do it. Quit saying it. Go out and freaking do it. I'm
Yep.
sorry, my rant's over.
No,
but it's every Tennessee fan is feeling the same thing.
yes,
Every
sir.
couch coach across Tennessee Vol Nation is saying the same thing. And at some point, someone's got to start taking accountability for the lack of effort, the lack of penalty discipline that this team shows week after week on the road, especially.
Agreed. And what's crazy is if we're not careful, we're going to lose 2 more games, maybe 3.
Yeah.
If we're not careful. Like Oklahoma is a pretty good football team. Florida, they're going to have a new coach, which will probably put their team in a better position, and they'll have something to play for, and or they'll have an interim coach, whatever.
Well, I mean,
and then Vanderbilt.
I mean, these teams with their interim coaches, they start playing with fire. I mean,
all of them. Yeah. I mean, here's what's crazy. I don't know. I know this is off Tennessee, the game, but what about old Arkansas?
Yeah.
But Tennessee's bad. Tennessee's so bad. Well, Tennessee didn't give up 42 points to them jokers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sure didn't. And their last 2 touchdowns were garbage yards, as McElroy wanted to call them. I don't know. I don't understand Heupel. Like, me and you both called Heupel to call the game of his life, and he probably called the worst game that he's called since he's been at Tennessee.
Yeah.
So I'll no longer put anything on Josh Heupel.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
And like you said, our defense, we've been hard on them. They wasn't great, but they wasn't terrible either.
No, heck no.
They wasn't that wasn't the worst I've seen them play at all. Now,
Yeah.
granted, tackling is still atrocious. I mean, holy cow. It's so bad. So bad. And I really thought, even though we threw the pick right there before half, I thought Deshaun Bishop was going to catch him, and that dude did a little hezzy move and fooled him, and he scored. That one hurt. That hurt bad.
Yeah. I mean, even if you don't score there and Deshaun Bishop finds a way to tackle him, the half's over.
Yeah.
You're not like, I mean, them scoring that touchdown ended the game. Like, you can't convince me. You couldn't convince me that there was any way Tennessee was about to come back from that and come out and win. Now, they did come out and perform better. Like, they got that stop. They went and scored. And then they got another stop. And then the offense just throws up a dud.
Yep.
Like you can't – when Joshua Jones has got that strip sack fumble, and what Jaden Perlotti was doing beats me, hitting the ball away like that. Just don't even get me going on that. But, like, there's so many things that this team needs to look at on film, which I will say I have confidence that they are targeting the issues. But it's the accountability and quit making the same mistakes. Like, yes, they're practicing and trying to tell them to stop doing this. But at some point, you got to stop doing it. Like, I don't know. Coach Heupel's been here for 5 years, right?
Yep.
We know this offense is going to be succumb to some penalties because there's so many plays. There's going to be times where there's penalties. But it's the timeliness of these penalties. You cannot have – Colton Hood, you've been great all year. My 3-year-old could have called a pass interference on that call because it was blatant. It was obvious that's not defense. You can't sit there and grab the dude and, like, just let the ball go. It was 5 yards past him. But no, we have to. Our defense is not taught, and I don't know if that's coaching or if that's just poor execution. I was getting into it with my Twitter chat guys. I love them to death, but I was on fire Saturday night, and I probably shouldn't have done that. But I can't tell at this point if it's coaching or execution from the players. Are they getting taught to do this, like coached, or is it just the players being lazy, not doing what they're coached to do, and showing poor effort and playing like dog crap? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a real question. What do you think, Joe? I mean, it could be
I think
one.
it's a little. I think it's a little of both. Honestly, it's got to be. But if we're not, if they're not being coached up, then like coached to do certain things or be in right positions, it feels like it because it's the same story every weekend.
Yeah,
It's the same story every weekend. Bad coverages, bad reading the quarterback rather than playing your assignment. Just not tackling. How they got away with that backwards pass and he got a first down after being
yeah.
12 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I,
Like that play alone, I almost punched my dad's TV. 1000%.
oh,
I was sitting here looking at the drives. So I'm looking here. Third quarter, they punt, we score. They fumble. So we're talking about a potential 23-20 game if we convert after that fumble.
yeah, yep,
And we go 5 plays, 9 yards, and only use a minute and 51 seconds.
yep.
It goes, here's what's crazy. Incompletion, 18-yard run, a negative 2-yard pass, a negative 7 run,
The
incompletion,
negative
and we
center
punt it.
run was a bad snap
Yep. Yep.
from 7
Because
penalties.
he just snapped the ball for whatever. And then
Yeah,
not only that, then we punt to them, get it on the 1-yard line, and they have a 99-yard drive and score.
and on that 99-yard drive, one of the plays, the reason why the drive got extended is because of that pass interference call from Colton Hood because he don't know
Yes,
how
sir.
to turn his head around or not have pass interference because either A, he's not being coached right, or B, he's just being lazy and not doing what he's coached to do. And you could go on and on about that, Joey. And I know, man, you could go back and forth on this. It's to the point where I'm sick of it. Like
Yep.
it's as a defensive back, you're taught two things. If you're playing man to man, keep phase with that dude, and when the ball's coming, get your head turned around and make a play on the ball. I know it's harder than being said to do,
Yeah.
but you can tell as a defender if the ball's getting thrown to you. Turn your head around. You can have your arm right here all you want. If you turn your head around, they're not going to call it.
Can't call it.
They're not going to call it because I was making a play on the ball.
Yep.
I'm so done with the crap of these guys, these players, and I'm starting to like we talked about culture all the time from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Just on my first rewatch because I will rewatch it probably 3 more times because I'm that big of a Tennessee fan. I love watching film. The effort I've seen already 6 plays where our defenders and our wide receivers did not play through the whistle, and
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. And
That's
this is
every
back-to-back
yeah.
weeks. So I mean, we as a football player, as a coach, you've been there, you've done that, you've coached baseball. Well, I mean that to me, effort
Oh,
you
if you don't have the effort, you come off the field. I'm an effort guy. That you can't coach effort. You can't. Either you're gonna give it or you're not, and if you're not, then you're gonna get off my field. And so I don't I don't know. Another random question I was gonna have. I noticed there at the end, Redmond was not in the game.
Yeah, Will Wright was a walk
and
on.
he got that bad pass interference call too, and like at the end zone.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
honestly, he was trying to turn around and make that play. I don't
yeah.
care what anybody said. He was literally trying to turn around and make that play, and they called a bullcrap penalty because the Alabama receiver grabbed him and made it look like he grabbed him. But anyway, I don't I don't know. I don't know. Like Heupel's got some fixing he's got to do. Or like I said in the text the other day, he can go to San Francisco with
Vitello.
Tony
Yeah,
Vitello. Like
yeah,
do it or leave.
yeah.
Fix it or go. Like how
Come on, let me
how do
have it.
you how do you keep how do you keep up with these guys? Like how and I want to say our defense played decent, but at the same time, everybody is talking about how far it's 3rd and 2, and our defensive backs are 12 yards off the ball. What are
Our
you stopping?
linebackers are bailing out to 20.
What are you stopping at that point? And again, bad tackling is just poor performance, poor position, poor effort. That has I don't know. You can't make a coach can't make a guy make a tackle.
Yeah, I'm
But
not. And yeah, and that's what I was talking to y'all in the chat about. That's
yeah,
not on Tim Banks.
no,
That the effort and tackling, like that,
yeah,
you can't like you can't coach that.
you
Like I mean,
can't
yeah,
coach
you
that.
can coach tackling, but at the same time, they're SEC defensive players. Go
Yep.
tackle the dude.
And if you're scared to tackle him, get off the field.
Yeah, go to church.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like as mad as I am, I people been talking about Ty Simpson, bro. What did he do?
He didn't do it. He made one very impressive throw that I was and the dude dropped it.
I
That
mean, he can play, but was that a Heisman performance?
no, no,
Was his game against Vanderbilt a Heisman performance?
no.
Was his game against Missouri a Heisman performance? No. Why? I don't. Anyway,
Which I mean, I will give it to him. There's not really that dude out there this year. Like
I
there's
don't think.
just, like, I just
Not that I've
so
seen anyway.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. There. I could stand here or sit here and criticize effort in tackling all night. I literally could. I
Okay.
could sit here on for hours and hours and hours, pull up clips of bad angles, bad tackling, bad effort.
Yep.
I mean,
Since
there
the
was a
Georgia
play,
game.
the last touchdown they got, Joey, is
Oh,
where they
missed
hit
it.
they hit the tight end in the flat. Ty Redmond, Andre Turntine, and I'm trying to think of who the other guy is, who the other guy was. But it was another guy, and Ty Redmond has the ability to tackle the dude at the 1 yard line to keep him from getting in. Oh, it's Jalen McMurray.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I was
Get
about to say.
from the end zone. And Ty Redmond, all he does is do a little shoulder duck and tries to hit him out of that. Well, he bounces off of it easily.
Yep.
Jalen McMurray is jogging to the play, and Andre Turntine is jogging to the play once the Alabama receiver catches the ball. And let me remind you, he's at the 5 or 6 yard line when he catches the ball.
Right.
And the effort. I mean, as a Tennessee fan, I will not sit here and allow and not speak up about. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be able to do nothing about it. I'm a couch coach.
Right.
We're on a podcast. We love doing this. We love talking about. We love criticizing, or loving, praising what Tennessee does positively or negatively. That's why we're on here. But as a Tennessee fan, I can criticize a player for lack of effort and a lack of technique, whether it be by coaching or lack of execution for being lazy.
For
And
sure.
I mean, Joey, we at some point we're gonna say Tennessee is. We talked about at the very beginning. Tennessee was not the out talented in this game.
No, not at all.
We were not out talented. What were we? We were out coached.
We were definitely out coached.
We were out efforted.
Oh yeah,
They
outplayed for sure.
were out techniqued. The talent is not the question. It's the fundamentals of what you have to do to be a great football team.
Yeah, stupid
And
penalties, just
di-
discipline.
discipline,
Yeah.
out disciplined. Add that to it.
Yep.
Because you do those four things against that team, and I get it. It's on the road at Alabama. There's a reason why there's a 3-point swing at any road game you go to.
Yep.
But what you did Saturday is inexcusable, and that in itself is the reason why you lost that football game. Not because it was at Alabama, not because the refs were absolutely horrid. I thought they did a couple good things. There was no way in the world I thought they were supposed to throw a flag on that, but yet when that guy laid on Pavia's back.
No, he waited as long as he possibly could to throw it.
Yeah, but he did. And so, like, I don't know. Joey, I mean, you just take it for a little bit. I can sit here and talk about how bad this game was.
It was bad. It was bad. And again, not because anything that Alabama really just did to us. Are they good? Yeah. I'm not gonna take all the credit from them. They're good. They're a talented football team. But are they 17 points better than us?
Florida State is 3-4.
Yeah, 1000%. I mean, I think they found something since then, obviously. And they've played some ranked teams since then, but they hadn't just destroyed anybody. I mean, they're beating people because they do have 5 stars at every darn position.
Yeah,
Now I know that stars don't always matter. I understand that, but these guys ain't no regular 5 stars. These are like super freak athlete 5 stars that you know nobody else has a chance but Ohio State, Georgia, and Alabama at. Sometimes LSU. So to say that I can't say that they beat us. I can't say that. I have to say that we beat ourselves.
yeah,
We gave them 9 points in the first half.
yeah.
Gave them 9 points in the first half. To me, I don't understand what we're doing. Josh Heupel or Joey Halsley, both of them need to be punched in the front tooth. But how in the world do we not run that little quarterback keeper that Joey scored on against Georgia in the first quarter, in the first drive? Why do it right there? Why not run that play?
Yeah.
Why not give yourself an extra blocker and use Joey as the runner right there and score
All you needed was
1
1 yard.
yard?
I get it. I get it. You want the ability, if you don't score,
Yeah.
to have that other play. But don't. The reason why I'm so pissed, and I wanted to go off on this dude on Twitter about, he said if it knows on Facebook, uh, if he makes the throw to the outside, it's a touchdown. So what? So what? He
Yeah.
did. And so everybody in the nation, I even called it. I said they're fit to run spider Y2 banana, and they're fit to run flat corner, and their hope is to get the ball to one of those two guys after heavy play action. I called it. Everyone in America called it that was watching the game. So who do you think else knows it? Their safety, their coach, after they called the timeout, hey, this is what they're going to do if they line back up in this formation.
Oh, for sure.
And so my thing is come out in a different formation and then, give them a different look. And then on top of that, don't come out in a run first formation.
Yep.
If you run it, so what? You take your one shot, you score, but don't come out in a very heavy run first formation if you plan on passing the ball.
Yep.
Now, if you're going to run the ball there, I'm all for it. Give the ball to Peyton Lewis, let him run H-back blast, and go through the hole, truck somebody, and go score the freaking touchdown. But I do get why they passed the ball. I'm not saying I don't. But am I pissed that the way that went down because of time management and everything else?
Yeah, time management was trash.
Yeah, it's pathetic beyond.
He's done that all year.
And he's done it ever since he's been here.
Yeah,
Only
this year.
time he's done good time management is the Alabama game 2022.
Yeah.
That's it. And
That's
so,
just because he had to call a timeout to get the kick off, to get
yeah.
the field goal off. That's it.
And so I just, Joe, we got to move forward as a team and get ready for Kentucky.
Yep.
And as a coaching staff, they got to realize what happened, but they got to move forward and get ready for Kentucky. So they can't just, as fans can sit here and talk about how bad that game was, because it was. But as a Kentucky get ready for a Kentucky game, are we going to be seeing these new? I mean, a different team? Like, I don't know. What do you think? We'll see a different team come Saturday?
I hope so. It's another rivalry. This is the same team we're going to see the next 4 years. The Alabama, Kentucky, and Vanderbilt is, to me, I think you gotta do something offensively, man. You've looked pretty pitiful the last 3 games. Pretty pitiful. I was just looking at the stats again. Here's one for you, Tom and Sam. I know y'all are in the chat. Here's one for you. We had the ball at the 1, didn't score, not once but twice. And then we had it at the 19-yard line and didn't score. We get a pass interference. Our next to last drive. Get a pass interference. And moves us to the 15. Then we throw a pass to Brazel behind the line of scrimmage, which I whatever. At that point, anything that Josh Heupel called did not. Yeah, it's probably good that Tom couldn't be on tonight.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyway, I any play that Heupel called in this game didn't surprise me. I don't know. It looked like our game plan was trash when we came out against Georgia
it was
and
good.
played ball. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I don't know. He didn't do it. It didn't look like to me, it didn't look like we were well prepared offensively. He just thought he could come out there and do what he did in 22, and it didn't work.
Yeah,
And
and
my honest opinion, I think Aguilar was hurt worse than we thought.
yeah, but at the same time, I mean, I've seen people. He said in press conference today he's okay, but like I think there's a lot that from that game that us as Tennessee fans are just gonna have to let go,
Oh yeah,
because the game was there, had every opportunity to win that game. We didn't, but we still have so much in front of us the rest of the season. We go out and win out, we still very much can make a playoff.
absolutely.
Very much. I mean, we still have every opportunity with the way college football is fluctuating this year. There's teams losing that shouldn't lose. There's teams, games that, go crazy. And so if we go out and win out, which I'm not saying we will, I'm not, don't put that on me. I think we can, but they have to go out and make these changes and get better as a team and quit. I need first quarter Georgia. I
Mhm.
need you give me first quarter Georgia
Every quarter of every
every
game.
quarter, you're beating anybody else you play. And that's effort, that's intensity, that's want to, that's execution. Like it's everything. And for you to be an elite team, you can't go out and decide I'm going to do this one quarter or I'm going to go out and do this one game and then not do it another.
Right.
They haven't played 4 quarters yet this year.
No.
Not
No.
not even against pipsqueak teams.
Nope. Sure hadn't.
Go out and I don't know. Maybe Josh Heupel's not the guy. Maybe he's not. I
Right.
love him. I love what he's done to this team. Tennessee getting us back on the map. But maybe he's not the guy. And I know Tom's going to have a lot to talk about that when the next time we go live, when he's able to come on. But like, there's questions starting to float around because we're seeing trends that just will not end.
Yep.
Pro game, missed failures, not being prepared, being coming out flat, undisciplined penalties, like is defense playing 12 yards off the ball on a 3rd and 2, linebacker bailing out 15 yards on a 3rd and 2. Like I just don't get it. There's a lot that this coaching staff just blows my mind on some of the things they do. And I mean, they get paid millions of dollars to try to, form a game plan to win. And a lot of it goes both ways. It goes with execution, goes with coaching. But
Yeah.
there's a lot on both sides that is starting to look very, very bad.
Yes. I don't. Does home field advantage really make that much of a difference in a ball game? Like that it would affect us to play well on the road versus at home.
It can't be that. It can't. I mean, it's 3 points.
That's what I'm saying.
We
Like
lost.
because we keep talking about the road game woes. Is it the other fans that make us do that? Like, why can't you call the same game height? I don't understand that. That makes zero sense to me. It's the same. Your same players, your same plays. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. We should be getting better.
Sam just hit it spot on. A young team, which we are the youngest team in the SEC, looked better earlier in the year than they're now backwards. Yeah, that's and I don't
That's
know
a
if
fair
it's
statement.
injuries or what. We're getting healthier. Yes, I mean, I think there's something behind the Jermon McCoy thing that we're not getting told. And there's other issues that's being surrounded around the team. And I'm sick of that. It was like that all last year. There's issues around this team that no one knows about. And me and you and Tom have talked about this. There's something going on within the team to why like there's just I don't know. What they talk about this culture being great and everything, but you don't go out and lay an egg like that
No,
year after
not
year.
against your biggest rival.
Not against your biggest rival on the road year after year. I'm just being honest. I have zero confidence in us going down to Florida and beating them.
Oh, zero.
Zero.
I have zero confidence in us beating Vanderbilt at home.
Yeah, I'm not there yet, but I mean they're looking good, but I don't know. I'm very frustrated with how this effort stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's 3 straight weeks. Mississippi State. I mean, you go out and play like you did against Georgia every week. You win every game on the schedule this year, except for Georgia.
Yep. And should have won that game. Just missed a field goal.
Yeah. But Mississippi State, Arkansas. I don't know if the loss against Georgia is affecting they say don't let one loss turn into 2 losses. Well, maybe that's it. We just found a way to win an ugly fashion against Mississippi State and Arkansas.
Yeah.
Just because they were, they're not as talented as us. But our talent, even though I think we were more talented than Alabama, did not overdo the lack of discipline and failure of execution.
Yeah.
Against Alabama. So what are we going to do moving forward, Joey? I'm going to let you ride it out for a second. Tell me what you want to see moving forward. We got 5 games left and 5 games left in the season.
Well, he's gonna have to take over the locker room. That's what he's gonna have to do because, like you said, it feels like something ain't right. I think it was Josh Pate I was listening to. He gets on my nerves sometimes, but at other times he's pretty good too. He said he and his wife flew down there to the game after the Vanderbilt game, and he said people were asking, "Doesn't it just seem like something's missing with Tennessee?" And he said, "Yeah, it's Alex Golish.
Yeah,
it's Alex Golish, and that might be it. But regardless of having Alex Golish or not, we got the guys to perform to that level. I think Alex Golish did more with less. In my honest opinion,
there's zero doubt in my mind, and some idiots on another channel will do anything away to speak the Golich thing. You can't tell me the way he coaches his offense and his personality, his idea of discipline. I posted a video on Twitter earlier talking about the Alex Golesh. They were up 34 points and he was getting into his players'
Oh yeah,
tail
absolutely.
because of lack of execution and lack of effort. You can't tell me him not being on this it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen anytime soon unless Heupel goes and Golesh takes over, which that won't happen because they'll try a different, thing. But I'm to the point where anyone that says Golesh not being on this staff, I need to stop bringing it up, is affecting this offense in ways that are more, fundamental
Yeah,
than actually. Yes, we're scoring points, but we scored points against elite teams. Yes, we did against Georgia. That's small sample size. Look at the bigger sample size from the last 3 years when Golesh hasn't been here. Like I mean, I don't know. They evolved some this offseason, but it's the fundamental stuff that I'm starting to get frustrated about.
yeah,
On
the stuff that we should know better on. The stuff that we should know better. And I mean, Sam's spot on with that. Like, younger teams are supposed to get better. 1000%. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I don't. It's frustrating. Like, usually we can come in here and we can talk for days, but like I'm
Yeah.
so irritated. I don't even know what to say, I guess. And again, not irritated that Alabama beat us, but irritated that we beat ourselves, that we did not. We had a fantastic opportunity to go to Alabama and win one, take one from the home team, and we didn't do it. Like, we didn't execute. We didn't play like we should have played. We were undisciplined, like you were saying earlier. Just the effort wasn't there. Dude, it was just some dog water, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it's to the point where you're thinking about what we did against Arkansas. You found a way to win that game. You almost blew it, even though
Yep,
you were up 31-17, because you didn't know how to finish a game. And elite teams finish games. They know how to win at an elite level. Mississippi State game, yes, you found a way to win that game, but that game should have never been close.
absolutely.
There's so much more talented than them. I get there's injury issues. At some point, that's not an excuse because you got multiple guys on your roster that are SEC high caliber guys. And if you're as highly talented as you say you are, and is what the stats say you are, then you should not be on the same level as Mississippi State. So it comes down to coaching, discipline, effort, intensity, and going out and point blank executing. And this team is not doing it right now. What's up, Tom? Sam? I'm glad to get y'all two on.
Yep.
Tom, keep it PG-13. But yeah, it's Sam looks like he's ready to play some blues music.
Yeah, is that a guitar I see, brother? Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So
Yeah, man, I'm telling you what, and since you were there the other night, Sam, I got a special respect for you there. That
yeah,
Tom, before you get rambling, I literally, as soon as he crossed the goal line on the 99-yard pick six,
Yep.
I turned around to the Bama fans who I enjoyed talking to, those two of them.
yeah.
I said, I'll see you guys. I'm going back to Nashville. They said, you're driving back to Nashville? I said, yep. I'm out of here. This game is over.
Yeah.
Ticked off driving it'll keep you motivated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, pure rage.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, y'all
I
were
don't
hitting
blame
on
you.
this.
If I could hold on, Tom, if I couldn't have got through I'm like, man, I'm finna fall asleep. I'm pissed off driving. I'm gonna get there. That's the best way to get you through. So, Tom, go ahead, brother.
Y'all were killing it a second ago, man. Y'all were right on. There is something missing. And when we lost to Carolina 3 years ago, I started thinking about it. And then the entire 23 season, I spent developing it. And then last year cemented it when we lost to Arkansas and we lost the way that we lost to Georgia. And we lost the way that we lost to Ohio State, the way we lost to Georgia this year, the way we barely scraped by against two teams this year that we've got 1,000 light years more talent on these teams. Josh Heupel's a nice guy. And I got a dog hair in my hoodie. It's tickling the back of my ear. My dog's hair is like this long but anyway, he's a nice guy. I want to have beers with Josh Heupel and talk football with him or chew the fat with him, But I'm telling you right now, it seems like to me, this is just my perspective, and I think there's some people out there that agree. I think y'all probably agree with this. He doesn't command what needs to be done. There's a difference. There's a world of difference. There's a universe of difference between being likable and commanding respect. And on the other hand, you're either one of two other kinds of coaches where you're just a fool and everybody knows you're a fool and you get no respect, or the players love you, but you don't command that respect. If you command that respect, it's not giving orders, it's expressing a wish. And it's something magical that happens where everything falls into place because the guys know you're the guy I want to go into battle with. You're not just my father figure here at school. You're not just a mentor. You're actually somebody that I want to put my life on the line for. And it's not even like that in football, but I'm just saying it's a sense of respect that you have for somebody that you're not going to make those stupid mistakes. And if you do make that stupid mistake, it happens once. Yeah. And that's it. Because you know that you've disappointed that person so much that you feel for the rest of that's a mistake you think about for the rest of your life. You respect that dude that much. That's what commanding respect is. And he doesn't command that kind of respect. Now, wonderful dude. I love his personality. He jokes around. He's a fun guy. But I just don't think he got us out of the dark times, and he was a breath of fresh air when we really needed it. But, at this point, we know – I think you hit on it, Coach Rice. You hit right on it a few minutes before I got on. It was that maybe he is the guy, maybe he isn't. I feel like he isn't at this point, but it's because of exactly what you said to a T. There are things that are not being broken out of. It's like you're going mudding in somebody else's ruts, like you're going through the same ruts that you've gone through 6 times already. Hey, bud, I know. We're getting upset. It's you're going through the same thing with the discipline issues, with the same silly mistakes at the young team. Yeah, it's a young team, but I'm going to let somebody else talk, but I swear on my own soul, my existence, every bit of my existence, we should have run that football at that goal line. And I don't even care if you didn't get it. I have respect for you if you try to punch it in, man. At least the team feels good about, hey, look, we were right there. Now, that is a gut punch. That's a gut punch. But if you get it, man, what did they go for it twice on 4th down that drive? And they'd already gone for it twice before that. They were 4-4. They were – I don't even know if this makes sense, y'all, but we were in that moment. We could have won that game. Yeah. And Alabama would have folded like a wet napkin in that second half. They absolutely would have just not been able to stop you. Like, you go out there on their field and come back like that after the mistakes that we had made to that point, and you pound the ball in. in Tuscaloosa, in their mouth, and say, hey, guess what, fellas? We made some mistakes, but y'all got it in the second half. Like, y'all better not even come on the field in the second half because we're about to run the doors off of you. That's the kind of sense that establishes, and that just at that point, I became disenchanted with the entire process because I just knew.
They run that ball, they win the game.
Yeah.
The Alabama fan in front of me said, if Heupel has any balls, he'll run this into the end zone.
Yep.
Because you will say to that team, we're not afraid of getting stuffed. We're shoving it down your throat. And then this next half, we're taking it to you.
Yep.
Well, and then on top of that, Alabama is already thinking you're not going to run the ball. So go run the ball at them. Run it down their throat. Everybody, all the TV announcers, there's no way they can run the ball here. So you guess what Alabama's thinking? They're thinking the same thing. You go run double ISO with the two behemoths up front and run the ball down their throat on the left side or the right side with Peyton Lewis and go truck somebody.
Yeah.
Well, there's this song I know by Waylon Jennings. And it has a lyric that said, maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. Well, maybe it's time we got back to the basics of football.
Yeah.
Like if you have 5 really good offensive linemen that have given up 4 sacks all year, maybe you should play those 5 people every drive. Every time I look down on the field, I'm like, where's 70 at right tackle? Wait, what? Why is there another number at a different position on the offensive line?
Yeah.
They rotate. They had a different offensive line for the first 5 drives, different combination. Why are you doing that on the road at Alabama the first time of the year? Like, I'm normally a pretty positive person and I'm very appreciative of what Heupel's done, but this was the first time I'm like, dude, at some point, like you've recruited some good players. You've got a good offensive line. You've got good running backs. You've got good receivers. Establish the run on these fools in Tuscaloosa. Use the passing game as a compliment and play it, man. Control the ball. But no, let's rotate different offensive linemen. I mean, I think if they played a consistent offensive line that game, they ran the ball, they established it. I think every pass play imaginable would have been open, and I think you take it to them.
Yeah, and I'm right there with you. Yeah, we've established all year that the best 5. You knew it going into camp. Obviously, David Sanders got hurt. It's an uncontrollable. But David Sanders is back. Guess what? Who is your highest graded PFF player this last week? Offensive line outside of Sean Bishop. David Sanders.
David Sanders. Yeah.
Was it? Damn.
What even close?
0 pressure rate.
0 pressure rate. Highest graded run defense. Both of them. I mean, run offense. So you have Lance Hurd, and I get it. He got banged up a little bit in the first quarter. He came back. So what? He's fine. Wendell Moy. I will say they got to figure out what the heck's going on at center. Sam Pendleton may be a great run blocker, but his undisciplined stuff he does week after week after week is about to start pissing me off to the point where I'm done with him. And then Perry at right guard, and David Sanders at right tackle. So outside of the center position, what they got to figure out, the rest, put those 4 on the field with whoever you figure out is your best center and go with it. You don't have to rotate. Now, I give you have an injury or something, you can't help that. That's uncontrollable. But your best 5 should be on the field, not rotating when you're dominating you're running the ball down the field and you've done it all year. Like, why change what's I mean, you got the highest scoring offense in the league. Why change it?
Yeah. I'd still rather than be consistent at center. Work around his deficiencies. But when you keep rotating guys in and out, they're not pro offensive linemen. There's no way they can get cohesion on the road at Alabama trying to you don't even know who's beside you. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
it blows my mind. I mean, seeing it in person, you're just like, Appa, what are you doing, dude?
It's gotten to the point of imbecility. It really has. Like it's watching the cartoon figures stack up at the edge of the cliff, and then the last one piles on, thinking it's a joke, and makes the whole pile of them fall into the canyon. Like and you can see it coming, man. You can see it coming. Like I got there with Heupel last year against Arkansas. I'm sitting here wondering, why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we doing that? Okay, why is our defense just letting this backup quarterback run them down the field in the fourth quarter and taking the lead? And then it just dawned on me. I all of the thoughts that I had had about all the games that we lost, the way that we had lost them, comes down to two things: a complete lack of discipline, not just a shortcoming, but a complete lack of discipline. And that's lining up incorrectly, covering up receivers, false starts, holding, I mean, the whole 9 yards. And then the other thing is literally just execution. And it's only because they don't have enough respect for themselves as players. They don't have enough respect. Look, I'm gonna hop on it now. This ties in with professionalization. Professionalization has absolutely destroyed every sense of respect that 99% of the players have for themselves and for the game and for the universities that they play for now. And it's disgusting because they get to transfer out. They're making millions of dollars, not every one of them, but they're making money. And they know, you know what? Hey, I'm getting money to play football. Hell with it. If I don't make it to the league, whatever. But I don't know. There's a difference that I can't even describe in having enough respect for yourself not to go out there and lay an egg, because you know what? It used to be that kids grew up wanting to die for the University of Tennessee. Like they would absolutely just kill themselves to be on that field for one play. I would have died at 19 years old to be on Gil Watkins Field for one play. I don't care if it's a punt or a kickoff or whatever. At one play, my life would have been made. It's not like that anymore for most of them, and it just it's
No, it's not. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of the guys on the team, yeah, and I can somewhat speak of it because I've been broke in my life before, and then I'm blessed now, but sometimes the drive ain't there if you got a full bank account.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. If you come from absolutely nothing and you got 50 G's in the bank, I mean, I heard it on another talk show, but and because I haven't really watched, dude, I was just so disgusted with the game that I haven't really sat there and watched a lot of it.
Yeah.
But he was talking about you all talked about it where Ty Redmond just quit.
Yeah.
He got tired of getting bullied. He's probably tired of getting bullied this whole season, and he completely quit.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
Yep.
Part of me does, but I don't. I'm getting to the point where I think a lot of this is coaching.
Yeah.
Say it again one more time, just real quick.
It's coaching, dude. I mean, someone has got to chew the living. Man, I got to hold my tongue because I'm trying not to ramble off stuff. But yeah, I mean, someone's got to get on it, because here's the sad reality. You can point to like 8-10 plays a game where it's like that's just normal fundamental stuff.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even have to teach Perlotti to pick a ball up that's potential fumble. Like that's.
Oh my gosh!
You don't need coaching for that. That's you don't need to be told to pick.
Yeah.
Maybe you do. I don't know, but it's just. But the sad reality is, we commit probably 8 to 10 of those things a game. If they cut those in half, this team's undefeated.
Yep.
And considered one of the best teams in the country.
Yep.
Because it's so annoying because they do a lot of great stuff. I mean, dude, those first 3 drives where they were disciplined against Georgia, there is no team in the country that can stop that. None. But ever since then, man, it's just not been consistent. They go one drive marching down the field looking like nothing's going to stop them. The next one, they get a ball after a turnover, and they can't go 2 yards without getting an OPI or a false start or some crazy stuff. And it's always the worst moment. It's never like on a drive where it doesn't matter. It's just And
Yeah.
that's where I truly believe it's got to be something in the program, something in coaching.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to completely go out on Heupel. I think he showed an ability to improve to some extent on some things, but they need a deep, hard look in the mirror, or they need to get someone in the administration needs to say, dude, you got to get your boys out of there
Yeah. Yeah.
because you need a swift kick in the ass.
Yeah.
Or someone there does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna let
Because
Joe.
I've heard Golish is a fiery dude.
Oh, I know Golish.
He's
That's
a
what I
Russian
want.
dude. He's got to be fiery.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
I
Hell,
can tell you, he would not. And I think Coach Gardner is too.
Mhm.
And that's the reason why his guys are up to a standard, and everyone else is down here. But that's the reason why Golish, when he was commander of this offense, there was an expectation and a standard to be the best offense in the nation.
Mhm.
And I go ahead and tell you, the last 2 years and then this year, yes, we're scoring points. We're scoring points. That's great and everything. But the lack of discipline,
Mhm.
Coach Golish wouldn't have had that. Well, as an OC commanding this offense. He would have got into some guys' faces and not let the standard be, taken down. Like the standard should be up here at all times. And until Coach Heupel, and if he does, he does. I can't sit here and say he doesn't get you guys' butts out, on the practice field. But there's times where I just wish Coach Heupel would rip a new one to a referee. Just give me one time where you lose everything. I mean, you throw your hat. You just give me a one where you're straight up. I need you over here at the white hat, and I mean straight tail chewing them out and demanding what happened. Don't just say you kidding me and then walk off.
Yeah.
Give it to me once.
Lou
And-
Piniella, man. Go Lou
Dude.
Piniella on him.
I hate to say it, but the referees are dead afraid of Kirby Smart.
They're dead afraid of them because
They're
They
dead
get all of it.
afraid of the league exposing. Well, the league would never expose itself, but they're dead afraid of being a scandal. And consistently, they're horrible. So maintaining that consistency is literally their only option. If you really think about how bad officiating is all across football, but specifically in the SEC, you fix it now, and it's almost one of those situations where, have you ever said something incredibly stupid and you fought tooth and nail and doubled down on it instead of just admitting that, you know what, I shouldn't have said that, but I'm more embarrassed that I said it than I was wrong. That kind of situation. If they fix it now, they're going to admit not only was it wrong to begin with, not only could we have fixed it a long time ago, but now we're just choosing to do it situationally. And of course, then they're going to catch hell for it in the media, because then the media is going to have all these narratives, and then the fans are going to have all these conspiracies about why they did it now. Oh, well, it benefits who? Who's it benefit the most? And of course, it'll probably be Alabama or Georgia. But anyway, they can't. And if you just go out there and expect that the refs are going to be terrible, and you don't do these, like you said a minute ago, Sam, you go out and commit just half. You cut your mistakes in half. And it doesn't even just have to be penalty mistakes. It could just be fundamental mistakes that you missed a block or you missed a tackle or whatever it is. You cut your mistakes in half and you are undefeated, by far undefeated, like 10, 15, 20 points a game undefeated differential, like it's not even close.
Mississippi State, Braylon Staley catches the first punt. He doesn't let the second one go to the 1 yard line. Mike Matthews catches the deep ball. And then they maybe catch two more drops, and it's a 24 point.
The offensive pass interference for a
Well, that's not on them. I mean, they can't do anything about that one. But just those, I mean, that's 4 plays. They probably win by 24.
Yeah.
Because Mississippi State would quit at that point.
Yeah, no doubt.
When you do that stuff, you give other teams hope.
Mm-hmm.
When you commit OPI against Alabama, when you go and then you give okay. well, dang, they're close to the goal line now. Let's push Joey back in there. And sure enough, it's just, dude, it's the worst possible moments.
Yep.
The worst.
Yeah, and then like Chris Brazell's got to he's got to understand. Which I don't know if they're being coached. That's another thing. I've seen it year after year where Coach Heupel tells his wide receivers to take a step up instead of taking a step back. And I get it, don't lose ground, but don't get in front of the line and cause yourself to be the ref to even make that call. And so, because it wouldn't have been an OPI if he's just behind the line, because the offense can engage with a defender if he's behind the line or even at the line. But he was a yard in front of the line, so that's the reason why the play was called. I mean, OPI was called. And so, there's so many things that obviously us as Tennessee fans want to see Tennessee do to get better. But we're midway through the season. You only can do so much now at this point of the season. You can't just go out and do, but you can fix the fundamental stuff. Quit killing yourself. Quit shooting yourselves in the foot with these things that are causing you to be close in games that you shouldn't be. Like this week, for example, Tennessee it should be 21 to 24 points better from the start than Kentucky. From the start. Now, that's just from the start. But I can go ahead and tell you, if they play the way they played in the last 3 games, Kentucky's shown they could compete with anybody that will let you play to their standard. That's Texas last week. Texas just went out, and Texas ain't as good as people think they are this year at the beginning of the year. But there's reasons why this game can be close, and we'll talk about later on in the Tennessee versus Kentucky preview show later on this week. But there's no reason this game should even be close if Tennessee does what they're supposed to do, plays disciplined, clean football, and handles their business and finishes Kentucky. There's no reason. And so to finish the show, I want to go around to all 3 of you. What do you want to see? And try to do something different from all 3 of you. What do you want to see from this team this week versus Kentucky and for the rest of the year? Not you can say this week, but what do you want to see this team do for this week and the rest of the year to get to where us as Tennessee fans know they can be, and that's in the playoff if they clean this crap up and quit shooting themselves in the foot. Joey, I'm going to start with you.
I just say dominate. That was my word in the very beginning of the season. Just dominate. Exactly what we did against Georgia to start that game. In every position, in every facet of the game, we dominated. So going forward, you're gonna have to, or it could be a long next 6 weeks, boys. It could be a very long next 6 weeks. Kentucky literally did everything better than Texas did this week, except score. Now I know in the end that's all that matters, but Kentucky ain't no joke. They're not just going. I mean, it's a rivalry game. They hate us as much as Alabama does. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. So, they're gonna come out with something. I'm not gonna say they're gonna be great by any stretch, but they're not just gonna lay over and let us take it from them. So you got to dominate, man. You got to go and show that you want it, and to dominate, you got to have a mindset to do such things. So that whole thing's got to change.
Yeah, and just build off what you're saying. Like there's a mindset. Like when you're into a program, you're recruited to a program. That's part of your culture. It's not just we're going to do this one game. We're not going to do it the next game. It's instituted. It's brainwashed into your mind. It's either you're that type of player or you're not that type of player. I want to pour it on, and to where the team that you're playing against is like they're just never going to let up. Yeah. They're never going to let up. We're going to put them into the ground so far deep that their will is done. Like it's over. Like you can't. And it's either coached from the get-go when you first get there, it's instituted when you're there, or you're just automatically like that as a player. And that goes either evaluations or can they be that player? And I don't know if this team has that. I honestly don't.
Yeah.
So, Sam, what's your thing?
I want to see the best 5 on offensive line every drive, and I want us to get back to running the football.
Yes.
Please.
Because it's pretty obvious that this team needs to play the best offensive lineman to minimize procedural penalties, and they need to control the clock a little more. I know we love to go fast and all that kind of stuff, but you don't have a defense that can dominate if they're out there for a long time. And frankly, 28 offensive points by Alabama should have been enough for us to win the game.
Yes, it should.
And all the penalties all the stuff that comes up because you can't. We need an offensive identity, and my offensive identity is to play the best 5 linemen and run the ball.
Yep.
Because it feels like we go from a passing team to a running team to this and that, and then it's all over the place, and no one knows what the hell's going on. Mm-hmm. Just play straightforward football.
Mm-hmm.
Limit it, man. I mean, they're college kids, man. At least Alabama knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When they go out to play offense, they know they don't have a running game.
It's almost like, what do you think about this, Sam? Would you think it's a fair comparison? You remember how Georgia lost to Bama last year because Mike Bobo come out throwing it all over the place?
Letting Carson Beck make decisions? Yeah.
Refused to run the ball and gave Carson Beck basically like, hey, go win the game for us, And in the second half, they did have to throw it. Their backs were against the wall, and they did take the lead. But if Georgia had come out knowing who they were and believing in who they were last year, they'd have beaten Alabama 54-20 last year, and it wouldn't have even been close. But they didn't. They come out slinging the ball over the place. They had 3 incompletions to start the game. When was the last time Georgia started a game throwing it 3 times incomplete in a row? Like what? That's kind of how I felt about them on Saturday. I was like, what are we doing? And then I thought about it. Well, it's because the coach doesn't know what we're doing. He's a smart guy, but for all the smarts, he's got no wisdom. He's like, well, let's reinvent the wheel every week. Let's try and fool the britches off of every team that we play. Oh, well, we ran it for 220 yards this week. Well, guess what? We're going to throw it all over the field this coming week, and the defense not going to know what hit them. Well, you know what? That's nice when you got guys that are in the pros that are going to execute. Like if you got Reggie Wayne catching it from Peyton, you can do that. Like that's what they do. But you can't go out there and reinvent yourself every week just because – that would be nice, but like you said, they're college kids, They're college kids.
I like what Michael said in the chat. Give Bishop the load.
For sure.
And that goes back to my thing of just who your top 5 offensive linemen are. Just go play them.
Yeah.
Both centers have issues, but stick with one. At least you can try to get a rhythm.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Bishop's your best back right now.
Yeah.
Let him run it, man.
Yeah.
Stop switching them in and out.
Yep, I agree.
Did Joey have to roll?
Yeah. Joey had to go. He had something he had to do. So, give me something you want to see. Try. I know. Try to keep it. Reasonable.
Civil. Yeah.
I want legislation to get these guys back to amateurism. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
But tell me what you want to see the rest of the year, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
I want them to grow a pair. That's it. I want them to grow a pair and show it. That's all I want. The coaching staff on down to the water boy. I want them to grow the biggest pair. And I swear on my feet that I'm telling y'all right now, I'm trying to be,
Yeah, I know. I got you.
I'm trying to be kosher here. But I'm telling y'all, if they go lay an egg at Kentucky hates us more than Vanderbilt hates us because they've been traditionally better than Vanderbilt. So they're that much closer to possibly being able to beat us. But we beat them, I think it's 80-some% of the time historically. Kentucky hates us. Like we hate Alabama, Kentucky hates Tennessee. And
I
they
told
are
somebody today it's their Super Bowl this week.
yeah, they are absolutely out to destroy our season. Every year they could be winless, and their one goal for the season is to beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
And if we go out and lay an egg against Kentucky, I'm telling y'all right now, without a doubt in my soul, that's the end of Josh Heupel. It is going to be a slow, gruesome, excruciating death for the fan base, but it is going to be the end because of that one call, that one refusal to run the ball from the half-yard line and just ball up and get it like John Wayne walking into a Western movie and just, hey, we're going to do this, like that's what you got to do. And if they don't do this thing against Kentucky and truly just show the world that that game was over with, it ended at 11 o'clock the other night or whatever time it was, and that was the end of that game, and we put it all behind us, and we just frog walk Kentucky down their own field for 4 quarters. That will be the end of his coach tenure at Tennessee. Now, it might take 2 more years to do it, and I'm sure – like we were talking about, some fools elsewhere are going to say, oh, well, that's a dumb thing to say. Well, if you take it out of context, yeah. But if you keep it in that, it's going to be a slow, excruciating thing that might take till 26, 27, because we do have hope.
Yeah.
There's the continual hope that the classes that we got, like this class right here that's coming in, you and I talk about this a lot with the recruiting. This is a class, dude. Like they got dudes coming in, and they've got dudes that were in on the last class too that just hadn't been able to hit it yet. So there is that player talent hope.
Yeah,
but when
the talent is there.
Yeah, it's there 100%. And when your coaches, when your coaches are consistently washing that player talent down the tube, it's a 50-50, and then all of a sudden it starts going up, we lost it. But guess what? The players are so talented. It's like some other guys at other schools, like who else has hung on to their job because the players are so talented? Brian Kelly comes.
Steve
Mike
Sarkisian.
Norvell. Yep. Yeah. And then let's see, who else? Guy from Penn State that just got
Dabo Swinney.
Yeah. Dabo Swinney too. Like you see the list of coaches, and their fan bases always have the same arguments. They always have the same ridiculous thing. Oh, well, who are we going to get to come in here and replace that kind of success? What do you mean that kind of success? You mean that kind of success where the true elite teams get to put your face in it? Or do you mean that kind of success where you're continually blowing your own chance every time? Is that the kind of success you're talking about? Oh, well, who's going to come in and replace him? Mike Golish. That's who comes in and replace him. You give Mike Golish the biggest contract the world's ever – or, Alex Golish. You give him the biggest contract since, contracts and watch it. But I hope we dog walk them. I really do. But we just got to grow a pair. And that's
and I'm right there with you. I mean, point blank, grow a pair, quit being – stupid, undisciplined penalties, and do what you're at. Be balanced. I get run the ball, but be balanced. Be that team that where you were 21 and 22, where you were 55-45, 50-50. Yeah, you ran the ball great, but you also you killed teams with play action and all that.
Yeah,
and it's there's different things. And I get some of Joey's reads are off the RPOs that end up past that could have been run, but just be consistent and do it at all positions, every on coaching staff, as the players, and for 4 quarters. That's another thing. Do it for 4 freaking quarters, and then week after week, because that's what elite teams do. They don't shoot themselves in the foot fundamentally, and they play the game the right way. And so, with that being said, guys, hey, great show. I know there's a lot of negative vibes going on, but as it should be. We're not playing clean football right now. We have too much talent on this team to not be playing better football. We should be playing better football. Got to cut out the undisciplined stuff. Guys, go follow us at Rocky Top Talks 1 on Twitter. Follow us there, share our repost, retweet, comment on the stuff we post. Go follow us on Facebook at Rocky Top Sports Talk, the fan page. I share on there every time we're going to go live. And then give us a thumbs up on here, man. Every thumbs up does a great measure. Share it out, and go. Hey, word of mouth. If you like the content, when we come on here, obviously this show's a little more negative than normal, but
because I'm mad.
Yeah, because I'm tired of being mediocre against elite teams.
Yeah,
on the road, it's point blank. It's just what it is. You play good at home majority of the time, but on the road, it's a trend. I'm tired of seeing that freaking trend. So, hey, I enjoy having Sam and Michael. Sam and Tom come on. Michael, glad you got to come on late in the chat. Joey, obviously, my guy. He's brother from another mother, pretty much. So we love doing this. I'm glad Sam's pretty much came on, been a part of it to join us three, and we're just thankful we get to come on and talk Tennessee football. So, hey, Tennessee basketball, just a heads up. Tennessee Duke plays this Sunday night. We will have a show on that Sunday night after the scrimmage. So, and we will also talk about the Tennessee Kentucky game as well. So that'll be a long show. So, with that being said, as always, y'all have a blessed day. Always representing the Power T.
Oh yeah.
Go big.
Hey, I got a bold prediction.
All right, go ahead, brother.
I don't know who, but one of the men's or women's basketball teams is winning a natty this year.
I love it. I love it.
I would love that, man.
Yeah, I love it.
And I think it's going to be Kim
I would love it if it's
I can see that too. I can see that.
She's a fire eater too. She looks like, I mean, seriously, she is just like Coach G, getting like, hey, let's be real with it. We're not going to, twinkle toes around your feelings. You got to get better, and you got to get better. Heck, I wish that she'd call the offense, man. I'm telling you. But she just that type, like you were saying, there's a type.
Yeah.
And you know who you are. And she did so well last year. Now, I'll give credit to Kelly that had recruited the roster that she inherited. She did a great job. And I think they might have gotten rid of Kelly Harper a little bit too early, but I like Kim. She's great. But she knew who she was offensively and defensively as a coach, and she knows how to get across to other people what you want them to be offensively and defensively. That's a tough thing. Yeah. It is.
Well, all right, guys.
See ya.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one, man. Go Big Orange.
Go Big Orange.
Yeah, I know you, but we ain't friends. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, we in this section, but you can't get in. Quit asking me questions. Yeah, I got the new Chrysler, blue at the 10. Quit asking me questions.